All right, so this is a suggestion via channel member. Guys, based on the title of this video here, I'm going to go ahead and forecast we're going to encounter someone who goes by an LLC, someone who's also going to try to say that they were not driving, they were traveling. All right, based on the title, just understand this here. What they mean by that is, obviously, in order if you're driving, then that means you're commercially driving. That means you have a commercial driver's license. I don't have that. I'm just going to the store. Why would I need a driver's license plate? That's going to be their argument, guys, and it's going to be a whole bunch of nonsense. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's go see where this video takes us.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Daly. What would you like?
So, Judge, two things. I've talked to Madam Prosecutor on this case, Judge, and I'm approaching on two things. One, bond reinstatement, and PC on this case, Judge. She and I have already discussed it on this case, and we just both want you to hear the PC if we can, Judge.
Okay.
And then on the bond reinstatement as well, Judge.
So officers initiated a traffic stop in Harris County, Texas for a vehicle having a fictitious plate bearing the word traveler on it. During the stop, the defendant refused to provide.
Traveler? Okay.
During the stop, the defendant refused to provide ID or insurance information, stating, "I do not consent to this." Officer attempted to remove the defendant from the vehicle, and defendant actively resisted by pulling his arm away from deputies until he was detained.
Okay. Tell me what.
So we looked at, Madam Prosecutor, the interference with duties of public servant, Your Honor. Even if my client is failing to give them that, then it is an arrestable offense. But in this situation, it is, Judge. However, in this particular situation, he didn't interfere with anything in terms of his own arrest. I can, if it was a resisting or something to that effect, I can.
You're just trying to get him out of the car.
I don't disagree.
It's classic sovereign case where got the license plate, think that traveling by right is what I think how they term it.
Yeah, something like that, guys.
In this situation, Judge, and the reason I'm employing upon the court is, even from what Madam Prosecutor has seen on the video, they're pulling and tugging at his arm, which put my client in some fear. It was more than one officer.
Was he told to get out of the car and he refused to? I mean, that's probably why they're pulling and tugging at your arm, bro.
It was pretty.
But he still has a duty. If they're asking you to come out, they can lawfully do that. And there are videos, and go on YouTube, right? There are hundreds of videos where officers will literally destroy your car to get you out. When you get into a pissing match with a person who has the power of arrest, who's going to win, Mr. Daly?
We don't disagree, Your Honor.
Okay, yeah, guys, this is kind of why I always say, like always, anytime you guys send me any videos like this, like, listen, guys, you may feel as if you are in the right, but understand this here, it doesn't matter, bro. Do not litigate on the side of the road here, because what ends up happening almost immediately is you start hurting the pride or ego, specifically of the person who is potentially arresting you, and they're just going to go harder, right? So understand this here. Do not litigate on the side of the road. It's completely pointless, period. There's no value in that, guys. There's none. Just comply, and then whatever has to be done after that, then you do that, guys. All right? Because this right here, pointless.
You know what I mean? That's real life.
We don't disagree, Your Honor. I think under the circumstances of what actually happened, it was not Mr. Daly's position to resist or to interfere.
It was by default. He's one of those people.
He was concerned for his safety at that point. And actually, I don't know. Did you hear that on the video? Right. And so in reviewing the video, it was pretty quick, pretty brash. They didn't give him an opportunity to respond per the prosecutor.
They weren't going
in this situation. It wasn't as if he was intentionally
Remember, this is for now. This is just a mere probable cause.
Yes,
so
I agree.
They ask you to come out of the car one time. Yeah, it's really that's. So, I mean, I think that there's enough probable cause to go forward now. The problem is, Mr. Daly, is that we revoke your bond. Your bond is set at 2501, and you've continually failed to appear. So
he thinks you have no jurisdiction. 100%.
The case and the way that you've treated us, it shows me that you just refuse to accept authority. How are we supposed to deal with that?
Right.
How do we deal with that, Timberland?
Your Honor, the only reason I bring to your attention is I asked the court to take into consideration, we have a Black male works every day who, and I hate to put that on the court, but I do in this particular climate, that has never been in contact with any particular law enforcement court system. And from what I can see and what I hear out here from a lot of my Black male, and I'm sure it's common knowledge, is that because they are unfamiliar with the court system, they don't know, number one. Number two, when they do come in contact with police, and my mother is assistant chief of police, so I can understand, even when I was younger, I was taught that there are certain things that you have to do with when a police officer even stop you on a speeding ticket. What we don't know is whenever these officers come up, when you're somebody who don't have the privilege of having a police officer as a parent, or who isn't familiar and is being raised in this particular climate and seeing what they see on TV and seeing what they hear and everything that has occurred, you don't know what the proper steps are.
Bro, listen, you see a person with a gun and a badge specifically, right? All type of insignia on them, saying that they are coming from legitimately the county. That should probably dictate to you. You should probably listen, right? The fact is here, like, why do you think the police officers went so hard with him, basically get him out of the car? I can tell you this right now. If you follow whatever this movement, specifically in any means, right, listen to how they speak, you'll start to realize that a good amount of them are actually like real life criminals. And they're trying to live outside of the law because they no longer want to live in the world that basically holds them accountable for what they have done in their past. And so they try to escape it. Okay. I get it. You're saying this person has never had any type of like knowledge or understanding of how to actually deal with themselves in literal public. But you are an adult man, bro. The government is always going to win. I'm not sure why you think that that's not a thing, but it is here. Right? I get it. We the people, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? To a certain extent, right? But understand this here, bro. The government's going to win. The police on the side of the road is going to win. So I don't know exactly what you think this is here. Understand the system of governance we live underneath, guys. Okay. This is completely pointless, this whole thing. So, and then the fact that he obviously disregards the court's orders of telling him to appear. What do you expect, bro? Like, what type of lenience are you trying to throw the book at him, bro? All right. Understand that the cops thought when they pulled him over that he was one of those absolute common typical citizens of that organization. Let's just call it that, of thought. Right. That's what they thought. Period. They don't care about his record. They think that he's a criminal by default. They see a traveler tag and they're just like, yep, okay, criminal. Okay, why would I talk to you? You think I don't exist, right? Why would I have any type of conversation with you past get out of the car right now, right? If you think that I have no jurisdiction in the county that you're driving on the public roads that you're driving on. Oh, no. What kind of conversation are you going to have with a person like this? You're not going to. This is going to be hostility.
I was trained from when I was grown up, what you do. I'm not saying that what he did was right or wrong. I'm not saying that how he reacted to this particular court, it is wrong. However, I'm employing upon the court to ask the court to take into a little bit of consideration. Number one, from his perspective.
No.
All defendants, can't just say this, but I do see that, from what I've known from this particular case and now in talking to him, I do believe that there is a sense of sometimes they just don't know. Sometimes they just don't. So I'm asking to reinstate his PR bond. I am now on the case. What you know about me, I'm a tight attorney. I run a tight ship. So, and by which of way I believe I can reach him and getting him to court and resolving this matter, which is what I talked to the prosecutor about when you were on break. It's like, let's just resolve this. Let's take care of this.
I'll buy it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm not going to do this again, though. I promise you. I don't care whoever you have. If you flake on us again, that's 3 times. It's out. I'm not going to do it again. Do you understand, Mr. Daly? I mean, when you come to court, good things happen. When you don't show up and you continually do it, you can't expect good things to happen. Now, do you have a Texas driver's license?
No, that's right now.
You're not allowed to drive.
Right.
You have a bond condition and you've signed an affidavit with me today promising you're not going to drive. I don't care how you term it. Driving, traveling, however you're going to word it, whatever you do not get into the driver's seat of an automobile a motorcycle, anything with a combustible engine.
Oh no. Mention EVs also, because I'm telling you, these are the type of people that are going to try to go around your wording.
Where you can get on the road unless you have approval from us. Do you understand? I don't care that you have to work. I don't care if you have to go to church. I don't care if you're going to a funeral. I don't care if you're going to wherever it may be. Do not drive. Do you understand? Heed this warning. You're not going to get another one. Okay, Timberlane, I'll
you.
reinstate the bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bro.
And I'll talk to her. We were going to try to talk to Chief, but it's pretty busy
I mean,
today.
I think the case is only 3 months old,
Yes,
so you've got time. You can do whatever you want.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court now, but you must stay in touch with her and she'll tell you when you got to come back to court. If she comes back and tells me she can't get a hold of you because you're playing games or you've gone AWOL or whatnot, or you get arrested for something else, all bets off. We good? I'm not asking for much, man. You know, really. And for future reference, when you get into a pissing match with someone with the power of arrest, you are nearly always going to lose. It's just the way it works. And as a young Black man in today's society, you got to be extra special careful because things can go really wrong really quick.
Okay.
And there's evidence of that over and over and over.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, listen. Towards the end here, obviously there may be some potential like validity in that. There obviously is validity in that statement there, but I do think that it a lot of it comes with either like you're in an area where there's a lot of people that look like him and I specifically that are causing a lot of havoc. In places like that, I definitely, in fact, believe that that's a thing that probably happens pretty much often. Everyone is basically typecasted. Let's just say that for the role, if that makes any sense. I think that's plausible, but again, based off of where you are and how you basically conduct yourself, will dictate generally your experiences in everything. Not just specifically this instance here, but it'll basically dictate a lot of your life, truth be told here, right? But I would definitely say that he was a little bit too lenient personally. I mean, you have to teach these individuals lessons. And I'm not sure that he specifically learned this lesson if you're now giving him a third chance, guys. So what are we doing here? This is a bit much, guys. And why was the lawyer touching him up like that also? That's weird, bro. Just want to go ahead and point that out. But all right, listen, guys, you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. If you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. And in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later. Guys, do you want to watch movies with me? I never actually thought to like promote it over here, guys. But if you guys do want to watch it, guys, we have hundreds of movies. And I mean hundreds of movies that we've reacted to. You guys can come watch them with me if you want to, along with many TV shows. Currently, we're working on the show Dexter, along with Vikings. And we have a lot of series that are already completed. But if you guys do want to watch it with me, the link is in the description. Everything's available at the second tier. But of course, if that's not your thing, guys, don't worry, right? Listen, like and subscribe.